get it. Squad of gorillas, the Army, the Navy. I call a play.
It's the AFC West on Sunday Night Primetime, where Kansas City looks for their 6th win in the past 7 games against Las Vegas. Get ready for the Chiefs and Raiders coming up next.
And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So here are the Chiefs now coming out for their opening drive. They're led out by their Pro Bowl quarterback in his 4th season from Wyoming, Josh Allen.
And I'll bet right now it's just one thought in his mind.
Win the game, yeah.
Oh, yeah, without a doubt. He played pretty well. I mean, he didn't turn over the ball in terms of interceptions,
no,
right?
2 touchdown passes last week.
2 touchdown passes, but when your team doesn't win, that's just hollow. And the best quarterbacks don't care about anything but whether or not their team won.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 3 catches, 63 yards.
And he was able to get open there, but that's not always easy against this bunch defensively. We are deep enough into the season where numbers count. This is the #1 rated defense in the NFL. He'll have a tough time.
They'll operate from the 32-yard line here, 2nd and 3. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
And sometimes all of your best laid plans of play design, your X's and O's, they can't always account for individual effort defensively. And this was one of those times. Just a terrific play to hustle over there and get the running back to the ground. Now, they did get a little gain on this play, but all in all, a nice job defensively against the touch pass. They were able to string it out towards the sideline and never let him get the corner and turn it upfield for a bigger chunk of yardage.
And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. It'll go as a gain of 10 and a Kansas City 1st down. Now Allen. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. Allen now looks to throw. He finds his man, complete. It's Schultz. A gain of 6 on 1st. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. Throwing again on 2nd down. Allen, he'll fire one end zone for Cooks. And that is caught, but the back judge right there to say incomplete.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
And this is caught at the 8. And in for the Chiefs touchdown. Dalton Schultz, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are on the board first here in Vegas. Lutz good on the extra point. And that makes the score 7-0. So that one, an 8-play drive, it spans 75 yards. And it winds up with the Chiefs hitting pay dirt. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the 1st half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah. I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down and 12.
Play action. Now Jackson. He's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. And he will finally go out of bounds, but not before he takes it down to the 25.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Second quarter from Vegas. The homestanding Raiders with a football here. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. Second quarter now, and it's Las Vegas with the football as they've got it 2nd down and 11. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. After getting stuffed on 1st down, not much better there. 2-yard gain. So, CD, you look at this offense and what they've been able to do. 8-0, perfect through the first 2 months of the year. Second half of the season still to come. We get that. But what kind of a percentage chance do you think that they have of running the table?
Partner, I think it's hard to say because history would tell us that the chances aren't good at all. We've seen a lot of good teams get to this point, and then they have that one bad week and takes them out of the running. I'm going to say 25%, and I feel like I'm being generous with that number.
Left side here taken in by Metcalf. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll be a gain of 8, but it'll also lead to a 4th down. Running for it. Here's Chubb. And, boy, this is going to be close. That mark looks a little short, and he didn't get there. A chance to get some momentum here in the second quarter, getting their first trip into the red zone, but unable to get it across.
And if I'm the head coach, sure, you feel some disappointment, maybe a little bit of deflation there because you didn't get it in, but I'm going straight to rah-rah mode. All right, guys, we didn't get it this time. It's only the second quarter. We'll be back. Let's get it later on. I want to keep this team up. I don't want them to feel like they've let everyone down.
Positive.
Got to be positive in this situation. It's too early to think that you don't have a chance to win this game.
He'll be dropped at the 25 after a gain of 6. Trying to run forward with Pollard. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have.
I know at times people think we use it too often, but you've got to be able to throw guys open. And when you read zone, you've got to stick it in there before your receiver gets to the next guy in the zone. Otherwise, you bring him into the play.
And that's precisely what allowed that defense to disrupt the pass.
Tap forward by Allen on the jet sweep.
And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
does a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Allen from the gun on third down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on third down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
Now that's a good bounce back after giving up a touchdown drive. Just one first down permitted and then out. Obviously no loss of confidence with that defense, and now they get to turn it back to their offense.
And that hits at the 6 and carries into the end zone for a touchback. Second drive of the game coming up for this Las Vegas offense. And this offense last time turned it over, went for it on fourth, didn't get it. They're lucky, though, because no points against the team on the board, but we'll see how they respond.
Yeah, they've got to get a lot of credit to their defensive teammates, don't they? They had their backs on that last series, and because they did so, that allows the coach to still stay aggressive on offense and maybe go for it again in a similar situation.
I was going to say, maybe makes that offense feel good when you know you've got a defense making stands like that.
Yeah, that'll loosen up things a little bit, won't it? Maybe you'll play a little bit better the next time you have the ball.
Now left side on the swing pass. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. A completion, yes, but certainly not what they wanted. A loss of a full 6 yards. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at about the 31. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Allen. Now he'll escape to his left. And he'll get 7 yards from the 17 to the 10 before he's taken down. The Chiefs will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Facing a 2nd and 3. Ball on the 10. Allen going to throw. They'll drop this underneath to Pollard. Touchdown! Tony Pollard, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Chiefs are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Lutz with the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raider offense going to head out now late in this first half. And with a little under a minute remaining, they may try to put something together here just to try to cut into that deficit. And going deep for Hill. It got his man complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down at KC territory. Well, for Lamar Jackson, we know all about how dangerous he is running the football, but he can really sling it as well. And he is in. Touchdown, Raiders. Lamar Jackson as the first half is winding down. And the Raiders are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half. Well, that was all Lamar Jackson all the time on that drive, both through the air and in the end with the touchdown run.
Yeah, how about him doing things a little bit on the reverse side there, Brandon, because he softened him up throwing the football and opened up the running lanes. And when he gets a little bit of a sliver, he's gone. And that's exactly what he did there.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And with a 14-7 lead, they might just be happy to take this thing on into the tunnel. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They'll keep it on the ground again here. And a good job by the Raider defense yet again as they drop him for a second straight loss. And they will take a knee here. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the second time. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. And okay, so much for our halftime break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. The Raiders are going to have it first, and they trail here as we get back to it in this third quarter of action. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. Out comes the Raiders offense. They'll go on offense first to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
And he'll just get rid of it.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
On second down, McCaffrey. And he goes across the 20 to the 22. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. And now they're in the hurry-up. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that's caught inside the 35. And all the way inside the 35 before he goes out of bounds. But for all the deserved accolades Lamar Jackson gets for his running prowess, you know, his deep ball, it's really a thing to behold as well.
And that might be just what they needed to get back in this game. Sometimes you need a big play to shake things up, get a little life in your sideline, get everyone believing again, and they got it there in a big way.
And that throw, Wow, 72 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. They go play action with Jackson. And that one going to come up short. Low throw.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And only able to get 2 here. Stopped at the 30.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secured before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Flush to his right. To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. They've got another first down. The Raider passing game clicking on all cylinders right now.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Second down, here's Chubb again. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. Third down now, and those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points. Chubb will get the call running left. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. So a moment to catch our collective breath after the 4th down conversion. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Chubb. And he's in. Touchdown, Raiders. Nick Chubb with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Raiders are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. They'll try and run it in. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. But he will not get in. The defense stands tall, and they will hold on to their 1-point lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And Wilson is perfectly content to bring this out to the 25, a touchback. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've been asleep for a little while on this side of the football, Charles, and the score is just a one-score game now. Haven't had any points this half. What gives?
Let's go old school here. All right, let's get back to the basics. Get back to running the football, high percentage throws. Find the guys that eat pressure and make plays for you and make sure they touch it.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Allen off the play fake. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
On 3rd down, it's Pollard. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Here's Allen. Over the middle, complete to Samuel. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. To throw, it's Allen. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. From the gun, it's Allen. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the 1st there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a 1st down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Kansas City. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback. The Raiders heading out to take over. And you sense the tide turning. They scored, then their defense forced the punt, and now a chance to ultimately take the lead here late. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Jackson. Open net is Waddle, complete. The Raiders on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Here's Jackson to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. 1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. He's going to let it fly. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And this will set them up nicely deep down in KC territory. They keep the game alive, at least for the moment, as it's a 1st down. So on 4th down, a big-time completion. And the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Here's Jackson. Flushed out right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Raider touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Raiders have taken the lead. Here we go now as we get
set for a big two-point conversion. And they go with McCaffrey. And he will get into the end zone for the 2 points. And that helps. That gives him a 7-point lead. Needed a couple yards for the 2-point try. They go to the ground game, and it works.
And sometimes it's the exact right thing to do because a lot of teams play you for the pass. So you spread people out, decide to run the football. You often find good running lanes.
No return here for Wilson. It's a touchback. It'll come out to the 25. Josh Allen in the offense now. Down by 7. 1:06 to play. They've surrendered a double-digit lead but can rescue themselves late as they come up on first down. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Now Allen. Finding Samuel. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. That's caught inside the 20. And he'll get this all the way down inside the Vegas 20. So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Throwing is Allen. Pass complete. Samuel shifts by him. And this is not going to be what they needed. They get a few here, but now third down as the clock runs. Here's Allen. Toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge. And that's good enough for a first down. Allen. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Schultz. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. Back to throw. Allen. Throw complete right side to Cooks. And now with 6 seconds remaining, they're going to burn their final timeout. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. To throw is Allen. There again is Cooks, complete. Well, Charles, exciting to the very end. That's what we just saw in this game. Final play there, had it in the red zone, but anytime you're outside of the 10, that's tough. Trying to drop a final play to get in, and they couldn't do it.
It certainly is. So what they were looking for was, extra time. Too bad it's not FIFA soccer, right, where you get a